Oh, TheaterMania. Dylan Baker, we're celebrating the opening of the audience. Helen Mirren. Yeah.
Every Tuesday evening, the Queen of England has a private conversation with her Prime Minister, and that's called an audience. So when the Queen has a meeting with you, it's not called a meeting, it's called an audience. And she's been Queen for 60 years, and in that time she's had 12 Prime Ministers. And so this is a play which imagines the conversations between her and those 12 Prime Ministers.
We had a big night tonight, I have to say. The audience hardly would let us start. And Helen finally turned to them and gave them a look and said, "We're going to do this play." And they went, "All right."
I've traditionally had sort of wonderful love-hate relationship with the whole concept of monarchy, but there is this sort of amazing fascination with our historical connection of America with the British monarchy. And so there is still a very profound fascination about what it means, how things work, and that's some of the understandings of the investigating this place.
I have to pinch myself every day. I can't, there are times when I have to remind myself to stay in the scene because I am alone on stage with Helen Mirren on Broadway. How did that happen?
Helen Mirren is always available on stage. You look at her face and she is there for you, and she's ready to go. She's done her work, she's prepared, but she's also alive to whatever's going on the night. Which is very exciting.
Because she's so playful, you can throw anything at Helen and she'll just absorb it, she'll chuck it back. It's great. So some actors you work with, they tend to have a performance and it's fixed and it never changes. But Helen is always trying to find a better moment, a better laugh, a moving moment. It's always kind of searching for a better performance all the way through, and that's what keeps it fresh.
It's beautiful to look at. It's brilliantly directed. It's the detail is just. I'm a Virgo, so I like details, and this is my butter on my bread. Watching Mr. Daldry do this, but it's also a great history lesson. It's fascinating how Parliament and the Prime Ministers and the royalty, the Crown, interact with each other. I never knew all of that, and there's a lot of great acting going on up there.
You will learn a lot about the British psyche by watching it. You'll learn about how British people feel about their own Queen. You'll learn a lot about how the Queen herself lives, what she thinks about, how she exists from day to day. The fact that she feels like she's living in a bit of a prison. She hears stories about the outside world. She jokes about escaping. And you'll laugh. It's a really funny play. It's not billed as a comedy, but every night, we lift the roof off the place because Peter Morgan's writing is so exquisite. And the performances are really great. So, you'll laugh, you'll cry. What else do you need? Come and see it.